I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Welcome back to the channel for today. This is I Am Sure Sports, and I am your host, Mannings Man. Yes, indeed. And we will be looking at the Jamaica Premier League. Yes, indeed. Yes. That's what we'll be covering in the show. We will be around an hour strong. As usual, we'll have fantastic guests in as we focus on match day 18 in the JPL. All right. And a week when we heard about Wyscout, that is Wyscout. So we're going to talk about that with Mr. Rudolph Speed of Cavaliers as his team prepares for the CONCACAF Club Championship. We'll also be joined by Mr. Paul Christie a little later in the show, because he was the one who told that there was some big happenings at the Mount Pleasant game, and some people felt like it was overpromised but was under-delivered. We're hoping to get the man from Malines who got some predictions right last time around. That's Brian, who predicted that somehow Mount Pleasant would have not defeated Malines. He got that right. I got some others. We're going to talk about the big game, the Garden Derby, Tivoli Gardens. We're going to do a little recap on that as well. But what I think I should do right now is probably just to give you an update on the most recent point standing, because this leadership race, when I say leadership race, please understand, we're talking about when we say leadership race, we are talking about the leadership in the JPL. A lot of people, feel like they can't support the JPL. Don't agree with them. You understand me? We have to support local football. You understand? We don't allow anything to stop us from giving support to our local league or local football. All right. So I'm going to give you the point standing from top to bottom. What I wanted you to do today is I want to hear from you, because I want you to call in and tell me what is your predictions in terms of who gets relegated, right? Who stays up, who stays down, all of those things, as who makes the top 6. So we are going to look at that. I think Mr. Speed is here. So let's see. I guess he will turn on his camera at an appropriate time. So let me give you. So there we go. We have in first position in the JPL after match week number 17, Cavaliers. Cavalier, not there's no S at the end of the name. They have played 17 games. Well, all teams have played 17 games, so you can just bear that in mind. They have 11 wins, 4 drawn results, and 2 losses. Their goal difference is 15. And so they're on 37 points, right? Mount Pleasant comes up second. They have played 17 games, like I've said earlier, same 11 wins, 3 drawn results, but they have lost 1 extra game, 3 losses, 13 points, 13 goal difference they have, and they're on 36 points. Portmore comes next. They have 10 wins, 5 drawn results, 2 losses, similar to Cavaliers, 18 goal difference, the best of the top 6 teams in terms of their goal difference. They have 35 points, however, 2 away from Cavaliers, 1 away from Mount Pleasant. Then Tivoli Gardens, having defeated Arnett Gardens, they leapfrog them. They have 10 wins, 4 drawn results, 3 losses. Similar to Mount Pleasant, they have a goal difference of 16, second behind Portmore United in goal difference. They have 34 points. Then Arnett Gardens, they have 10 wins, 3 drawn results, 4 losses. 11 is their goal difference. They are on 33 points. And rounding off the top 6 is Waterhouse. They have 23 points with 6 wins, 5 drawn, 5 lost games. Their record is similar to that of Dunby Holden because they're both on 23 points. However, Waterhouse have +5. Dunby Holden have -4 in terms of goal difference. And right in seventh, top half, right in 8th position is Mobile United, the resurging Mobile United, having won 6 games, 4 drawn results, 7 losses. They have 22 points, just 1 behind Dunby Holden and Waterhouse. Then Harborview, they are on 19. I mean, just on the outside, they are really just 4 points away from a top 6 position. Vere is also on 19 points. Then Humble Lion 18. Malines with their drawn game against Mount Pleasant, they creep up to just be 3 points behind Humble Lion. They have 15. Treasure Beach, Limal are both on 7 points, and they sit at the lower end of the table. So that is what the point standings are for the JPL. All right, that is what the point standings are for the JPL after match day number 17. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do is going to show you some of the fixtures for Sunday, February the 11th. Sunday, February the 11th, which is match day number 18. Match day number 18. All right, match day number 18. And I have some surprising predictions. I have some very surprising predictions that we're going to look at. So that's match day number 18. All right. Mr. Speed, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, man. Just went through the point standing. Is the point standing, in your opinion, a true reflection of how, proceedings have gone in terms of on the field play so far?
Of course, you're as good as your record. So I don't want anybody to tell me how good you are if your record didn't show it. I mean, there could be some, I don't know the word, like if the first round wasn't finished, there could be some anomalies because of who plays who. But after you pass one round, finish one round completely, and start into the second round, I think the table start to show how well you are doing. So I think that is what is happening now.
All right. So including this match week, there are 9 rounds of games left before the playoffs. Lots of points, 27 points maximum available. All right. 3 nines, 27. Most people are saying that the top 5 is set. Do you agree with that?
No, because there, just like when you play a game and it's 2 rounds, and the coach can make a move with his changes. That is in play right now because actually a lot of teams would have, bolstered their teams in the transfer window. Some people would have gone for new coach or bolster their coaching their technical staff. It could be that some people are looking at the game a little bit different and approach it a little bit different. So I would say possibly the top 3 look safe, or the top 4 look safe, but top 3 I would say is safe, but the rest they have some work to do. They still have to work hard to make sure that they stay there.
You are saying that so you're not sure about Tivoli and 34, Arnett and 33, and Waterhouse.
It's difficult. No, definitely Waterhouse is in a fight of their lives. But the other 2, if they are not careful, they could end up in the fight. I have a feeling, though, that the top 5 should be home based on when I look at who they are supposed to play. They'll be able to garner enough points. Because it's not Waterhouse is going to be the problem. The problem going to be the 7th place team. Can the 7th or the 8th place team run them down? And I think when you look at the gap, it's very wide. And those teams at the top have some sort of consistency going so far. So, in a way, I would say yes, but you can't be 100% sure. I would think that the top 3 is probably sure based on how well they have done and how consistent they are. But the others, they'll have to look over their shoulder for a while yet.
All right. I beg to differ from some of that. I'll tell you why. Because it is 10 points that separates, 10 and 11 points that separate Mobile United from Tivoli. So that's like 3 games and a drawn result. 3 wins and a drawn result. You're right up there. That is from where Mobile up to where Mobile United is. And Mobile United incidentally has Arnett Gardens at home this weekend. I think this one is a 6-point game.
So you're agreeing with me? You're not against what I say. You're agreeing with what I said.
No, but Arnett is in 4th.
No, but I said the top 3 kind of safe and the others need to look over their shoulder. That's what I said. For Arnett to be sure that Mobile can't catch them, and it must nullify them in this game, like a draw. At least a draw. If they lose, it could be a problem.
Okay. So we I think we're on the same page. I know Mr. Chris said that he's driving, so he'd prefer to be called. So let me just call him and just get him on before we go into the and you believe the bottom 2 that is already set already in your opinion, because they are both on 7 points, and the closest team to them is Mullines on 15, who has been playing better. Getting a lot of drawn results. Just need to turn some of those draws into win, but they look like they are not going to be in any problems. So what do you think on the bottom 2?
I mean, they are in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. When I say a lot, not even a small amount, they're in a lot of trouble. Lions, on the other hand, has changed their coach, and new coach syndrome is at work. They have steadied them ship a little. They have been into the transfer window too, as I said before, and have gotten some defensive-minded players. So they are in a much better position now. But again, if they fall prey to one of those teams that is below them, probably anything can happen. But one of the things that kind of go into Mulline's favor is because the both teams below them already play each other. So there's not no more to get from one another down there. So all the teams that they are playing now is above them. So that fell into Mulline's favor a lot. But Mulline still need to look over their shoulder, because if one of those teams beat them, then it's just a 5-point game, and that's 2 matches.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you where I think Mullines is going to capitalize, but we will get to that. We have Mr. Christie who has joined us online. Mr. Christie, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Good afternoon.
Good evening, gentlemen. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you for joining. I know you're driving and things, but we're just going through the table. Think Mr. Speed and I are kind of agreeing that heading into the playoffs, like the top 3 teams, though we don't know the position that they're going to end in the top 3, that they are probably the safest in terms of making the playoffs. The battle continue from 4th all the way down to 8th position. Are probably 8th position where Mobile United is. What is your take on that?
I would say I'll stretch a little further and say the team in 5th position is almost safe as well.
Whoa.
Based on the fixtures. That's from 6 to 8 fighting for number 6. But that is my personal opinion. I don't know how the top 5 will sit who will be what, as a matter numerically. However, I think that will start the top 5. So I see it just one team, 5, 6, 7, 8 fighting for 6th position. Yeah. And number 9 have an outside chance as well.
I don't know. 19 points. I don't know. What?
I've seen stranger things than this, though, you know.
All right, we will see. All right, and then you believe that the 2 relegated teams have already basically sealed their fate coming out of the last weekend result. They're on 7 points, and yeah.
The truth of the matter is that win. Treasure Beach must win that game. 100% must win that game to have any chance of really staying up. Because guess what? It's 8 points. In these times, 8 points already on the table. All I have to just avoid defeat from both of them, and then guess what? It's going to be a mammoth task for both of them. So Treasure Beach was in a position to make it to 10 points. They must 100% win that game to really, really. And then Mullines would be really looking over their shoulder at that point.
Okay.
They would have lost. Mullines would have drawn to open up it from 7 to 8 points. 8 points is a whole lot of points at this stage of the season.
Yeah, agree. Agree. All right, before we get into the fixtures, Mount Pleasant featured a 16-year-old Haitian Franco Celestine, played in the under 17.
15.
Yeah, 15. Still has not turned 16 yet. And many people are saying that they thought it was a bigger surprise. You said it was historic when you spoke about it. And
it is.
A 15-year-old playing in the league? All
no,
right.
I Mount Pleasant.
Oh. One thing, you know, I love your statements, and they're full of caveats. You know, no matter you go. Okay, so it's the first a 15-year-old has played at Mount Pleasant.
They are 15-year-old national. Playing for both this country and it has never been done before. I've done the research.
Okay. I thought Mount Pleasant used a 15-year-old before.
No, they use them at 16.
At 16, okay. Then the other question would be, so what about the 15-year-old? Is it that this guy has been leaps and bounds above all the players in that age group that Mount Pleasant have ever dealt with? Because some people are asking, how come no 15-year-old Jamaican, seeing that the Run Academy has ever matriculated to in the first
what
team?
I say to people, what I say to people, and I've said this before, that the model of Mount Pleasant has changed. Yeah? It used the truth of the matter, the unfortunate truth. The academy and the first team, they were disjointed. They were operating as one. In years gone by, they were operating as two independent entities. One owner, two independent entities. That has changed, and we are developing the pathway for the kids in the academy. Young Franco Celestine is the first of many young talents. He's one of three that would have been registered now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that, Mr. Speed.
Yeah, I just want to set the record straight that the first 15-year-old that play at Jacksal Field in the Premier League was young Ryan Miller. He actually captained the team at 15 for Cavalier. And I just wanted to make sure we know about the other 15-year-old that was a champion. That was Christopher Ainsworth. He became a champion in 2021 at the age of 50. The youngest player that I know, I don't finish. Relax.
Those players don't play for Mount Pleasant, though, Mr. Speed. That's what I'm saying. It's an insert moment for Mount Pleasant.
I said, no, I'm just setting the record straight.
No,
I'm just setting the record straight. I'm setting the record, Mr. Christie. I'm setting the record straight. The youngest player I know, the two youngest player I know, Mr. Christie, the two youngest player I know ever play Premier League is one from Tivoli and one from Aberville. Tivoli Gardens at 14. And Tivoli had guys play for JC. I can't play for Jamaica. I can't remember what his name is. At 14 years of age. Those would have been the two youngest players in the Premier League that I know about. I just set in the record straight.
No. You are speaking of other clubs. I'm speaking of Mount Pleasant.
Okay. All right, so the record has been set straight.
Oh, Juna Fleming played at 14 for Tivoli Gardens.
But all right, Mr. Christie said that at Mount Pleasant, he's speaking about Mount Pleasant. But we had some good games last week. Some of the predictions were wrong. Mr. Christie got some wrong. Mr. Speed
Mr. Christie definitely got some wrong. No, I didn't get anything wrong. Mr. Christie got some wrong. Brian was right, and I actually said that Mullines was going to score on Mount Pleasant. I said that.
Yeah, no, but that is the one that you got right, Mr. Christie. You got that one wrong. You admit, right? You and I got that one wrong because I had Mount Pleasant to win.
Yes.
Yeah, but I picked.
I will always get it up whenever Mount Pleasant don't win, doing it. So I can say that openly right now.
But I had picked, so I got one out of the two results at Draxler because I picked Lime to beat Treasure Beach, which ended up happening. But that Mullines team is a very well coached team. I thought, very good goal was scored by them as well. It took the last play of the game for Mount Pleasant to equalize, though. What are your takes on the game, Mr. Speed? I don't know if you watched it.
I watched the highlights and I watched some of the game, but not all, because what I saw of the game.
Why you didn't watch all of it?
I don't need to watch all of it because I saw the pattern early, and what I saw, I took copious notes for the future reference. But all I can say is that Mullines very disciplined in defense. They were given time and space. Defensive lines, we call them lines of resistance, because Mount Pleasant gave them the time to do it, and they made things difficult. So a pattern developed throughout the game. I thought the goal that Mullines scored was a little bit fortuitous, but at the same time, it was well taken and hit with ferociously. And I still think that Mount Pleasant got away with murder at the end here. That they should never have allowed that goal to score. But I think it's naivety on Mullines' part because they could have played the ball to the corner flag and killed out the game, but they tried to go for another goal. Why? I really don't know.
Yeah, I see somebody here saying that you're wrong, Mr. Speed. They said the youngest player to ever play in the Premier League is Darian McCain of Reno FC at 13 years old.
No, I said who I know. I never said if they were the youngest. I said the ones that I know was those two, Fleming and Bibi Gardner. I didn't know of the 13-year-old.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Christie, what is your take on the game? Because that's hard for the most part going forward the team. I don't know, but many changes were made to bring on players to impact the game. I don't know if enough chances. I know the keeper made a couple of saves from a Daniel Green strike, cutting in off the left and firing it off the right. But I don't know if they were under any immense pressure and thing. What is your take on the game?
One thing I can tell you, the Premier League is closer than we think. That being said, our Lions came to play. They executed well. They got a goal. They kept their shape. We allowed them to set too easily in defense. So it even becomes even more difficult to break down. We weren't moving the ball as fast as possible. We should have been moving. And so we gave more Lions enough time to set. And yeah, guess what? These things happen sometimes. Every now and again, you come out with a lackluster performance. But you take notes and you move on to the next fixture, which is another view, and we'll try to correct some of them in the next fixture.
Yeah, I think Mr. Speed is happy because you drew 1-1 with Mullines, and then he must have had the best day ever. Portmore United drew 1-1 with Down Beholden.
Yeah.
I think
that gives you. So,
Yeah, but
yeah.
that happened. But that happened to me. That happened to me the week before when I lost the number one spot. I drew. What?
And I'm saying,
Repeat that.
right now, Mount Pleasant is the only team that can prevent
Right now, what happened?
finishing number one in the regular season. No other team. Mount Pleasant has their destiny in their own hands. Mount Pleasant will be clearing Cavalier at some point in the season where they are leading them by 1 point.
So, but every team can say the same thing. Cavaliers can say Cavaliers is only Cavaliers can
and they
stop
would be
Cavaliers.
right. But we only can speak of Mount Pleasant in this context.
Yeah. So you believe by the time you get to play Cavaliers, you'll still be 1 point behind them?
This is why we play the game.
I'm asking,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I truly believe that I might. Then what? I tell you again, the Premier League is closer than we think,
So
coaches are actually going out there and doing some work, So there's
Okay.
no picture is a foregone conclusion,
Okay, so your prediction is that at the end of this, Mount Pleasant will be finished as the number 1 seed team. When
My prediction is that Mount Pleasant has their own destiny in their hands. They don't need any help or any fixture, any result from any other fixture.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Now, Mount Pleasant have 9 games. If they get 27 points, they will be number 1. There's no doubt about that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So Portmore, they drew. I think we all predicted that game would have gone into, especially with Walsh being out. I did predict that Mobile United would beat Veer. They won that game 2-0. Cavaliers and Waterhouse. Some people I think had predicted that game would have been a drawn game. Cavaliers again.
It could have been if Mr. Fletcher took his penalty.
Yeah, or it could have opened up the game some more and they conceded more as well.
That's right.
Who would have conceded more?
No, probably Waterhouse.
Why not Cavaliers?
It's only 9 goals Cavaliers conceded all season, Mr. Christie.
Yeah.
Yeah, only
Who
9
would
goals
have
in all. I think
conceded more?
Huh? The answer that already. I'm saying that
Who would have conceded?
Waterhouse. I
Oh,
believe
what else?
Waterhouse.
Because
I
we
don't know
got
that.
more opportunities to score on.
I don't know that. I don't know
But
about
you
that.
saw this.
I don't know.
You saw the stats. You
Goals
what I
change.
know.
Goals change
You
the dynamics of game. That's what I do know for a fact.
well. What I know is that even after that, we took 14 shots. 7 was on target. So you could. I mean, I don't know which game people watching, but we got a lot of opportunities to score, and they only score
Yeah,
one.
but it's still 1-0. A penalty is like almost a freebie, you know.
I don't understand you. Our keeper is trained to save penalty. Is a part of the game. Saving penalty is a part of the game.
Yeah, and saving your 7 shots is a part of the game as well.
Right. So look here. You have to understand when a team can find ways to win. We were like 10th in the competition, and you were at first. You know how much points. You know how much points that we make up. You were first. Like nobody could beat you. You were like
No, but
gonna win.
Mr. Speed. The position is not what matter. It's the amount of point that separated the position. So you were in 10th and was 6 points. The men.
No, Rev. No, that can't allow Mr. Speed to get this game. He had games in and he capitalized.
Yeah.
He played our game and capitalized and walked up a gap. He played the games and
I
capitalized.
thought you said points on the board was the most important. You're changing your mouth now.
It is. But what I'm saying, it's no rocket science. You won your game, we won our games as well.
Well, you never won your game. The first game you lose was against us because you were riding high, and then after that you lose 3 more. I mean, nobody could beat you until you face us. So, I mean, I don't know. As I said before at the top of the show, you're as good as your record, Paul. And your record is not to win 9 matches and get 27 points. That's not going to happen.
All right.
But since we settle down, 10 matches, we concede 2 goals. And have been able to overcome everybody that we play. We're unbeaten now in 10 matches straight.
And we have a 40-second attack, so don't worry about it. How much games you play before you play? Don't play that.
We're going to get to that. But the other result was, I think, one of the good games at the weekend. Probably the better game was the TV game. Well, the Harborview Humble Lion game was a very strange game because Harborview were up and then Humble Lion looked like they could have gotten back in that game. Like Harborview took their foot off the pedal. It ended 4-2. Harborview, going up by 4, then conceding 2. The second time I've seen Harborview play to 4-2 games. Like, it's a team that seems to be
No, that wasn't the game because Umberland could have scored on them before Harborview scored on Umberland. It was a game of no defense. That's really what happened, but it's who scored more.
Okay.
No defending was happening in either of the teams. They were just a free-for-all. You could just walk through any one of the teams. But Harborview apparently have the better scorers, so they won the match 4-2. But it could have gone anyway with a little luck and if people were taking their chances.
And then the big game of the round, let me say this. One of the more exciting games of the round was the last game of the round. The 3-1 victory for 10-man Tivoli Gardens. Almost 40 minutes they played with 10 players and ended up coming from behind to defeat Arnett Gardens 3-1. Jerome Waite, Veshnal Harris, Lennox Russell, Stephen Clark, all formerly part of Arnett Gardens.
The Kitman, aka Sugar as well.
The Kitman used to be at Arnett as well?
Yes.
Whoa. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that game? Because it certainly stirred up a lot of excitement and
electrifying to say the least.
Yeah.
One word, electrifying. This is why we play the game. This is what people want to come out and see. No score is safe. No team is safe. No team is a foregone conclusion in this Premier League, and this is why the stocks of the Premier League is rising day by day.
Yeah. How did Arnett Gardens get it so wrong, Mr. Speed, having had the lead in that game? The other team went down to 10. Huh?
Is it getting it wrong or Mr. Wade got it right?
What is your take? Did Arnett get it wrong, or you believe Mr. Wade got it right? You tell me, what is your take?
I do believe that Mr. Wade got it right. Very few coaches would have made two offensive changes, being down 1-0 and being down one man down. After and he said, listen, let's go for the juggler, and it paid off. And it did not make any adjustment.
Okay, all right. So you believe that?
And Mr. Wade made the necessary adjustments, the match-winning adjustments. Even one of the substitute came on and scored.
Okay, all right. Mr. Speed, what is your thought? Did Wade get it right, or did Xavier Gilbert, didn't play his cards properly? Hello, Mr. Speed. Look like we lost Mr. Speed there. Not hearing him. Yeah. But I also believe that Xavier Gilbert played it wrong. He took off Kaheem Dixon. He took off Warner Brown. Yeah. So I think you hearing me, Mr. Christie? Hello? I think we got disconnected. Mr. Speed, are you still there? See, Simon is here. Simon said Justin Dunn said after the game that Coach Ray told him that at halftime that once Tivoli find the first goal, they will score 3. So being 10 man down, he said Tivoli didn't panic. I think we have Mr. Christie calling back. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I think the connection was an issue. We're not hearing Mr. Speed, so I don't know if he has lost connection or he's engaged otherwise. But I also believe that Xavier Gilbert, as a coach, would have erred in the game as well. All right. I think you're up by 3. They didn't their ball retention.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, man. Mr. Christie, what's going on? Yeah, man. Here you know, Mr. Speed. So, Mr. Christie was saying that he believed that Jerome Wade got it right. I was saying that I think Xavier Gilbert never did a lot of ball retention. Though the conditions were very soggy, I felt like the team, they didn't manage the game. They didn't manage the time very well. They didn't slow down the game. I think they were more concerned with bagging up Tivoli's goal than remaining solid defensively. So they get caught on the counter on several occasions, which led to the goal, which was not to happen because you outnumber them by 1. Tivoli started playing 3-3-3. So you're playing with a back 4. You're playing with a 3 in the midfield, which is 1v1 and 3 up front. There's no way you're supposed to be outnumbered. But you are the
so we're on the field in Arnett overload.
What I'm saying that Arnett didn't change. Arnett maintained their same.
Arnett,
I really want to know what Mr. Speed has to say as a coach.
So hold on. What you mean? You want to hear from Mr. Speed as a coach? You know, I hear from me as a coach as well.
Yeah, the host as well. And I heard, I hear you. What I'm saying, what I saw is that Mr. Wade made adjustment, believe in his adjustment, and they paid off. I did not see any adjustment in Arnett game.
No, but what I am saying to you, Arnett needed to manage. Arnett plays 4 in the back. They play with their defenders, their wing backs, pushing up high. Even what's his name? Cunningham pushing sometimes. I am saying you're leading the game. You're up by 10. You don't need additional numbers in attack to create opportunities because you already outnumber the team. And the adjustment Tivoli made was that Tivoli went to a back three to compensate for the player that they lost. Because they brought the player that they lost is a player that came on, you know. But Mr. Speed, go ahead.
But first of all, Tivoli.
Hold on a second, Mr. Speed. You know, it's a fun fact that over the career, Mr. Wade, it's like a given. When you go down 10 man to Mr. Speed, it's almost a given that you'll be beaten. That Mr. Speed, Mr. Wade, over his career. I've been following his career. I can't remember one game that the opponent that drawn the game when they go down 10 man to Arnett, you know.
Can't beat me.
I go down 10 man to Arnett and make it then 3 love. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
See Mr. Wade, coach Arnett.
King got red card.
I never King. No, I never King. I don't remember. No, that time we have Kumi and Messi and them people are playing. Alex. I remember the 9, 10, and 11 scored that day. 3 love. Then go down to 10 man and make it then 3 love. You know, one semi-final game too. Or quarter-final, one of them.
But you had a game where you defeated them again. I don't know. Maybe Tigat was there. I think it was.
Hold on. Mr. Wade was that day, man. That's the reason why Mr. Gate got terminated. That same 3-0. That very 3-0, it was Mr. Bighead. What's his name? And Mr. Wade left the national state, Eugene Williams. I remember that game.
No, there was another game that I defeated them with 10 man too. I remember that game you're talking about, but there was another game that I defeated them with 10 man too. Them at 10. But me play different when me have 10 man still in. I'm going to play fair.
Very rare people defeat Mr. Wade when he's going.
No, but you guys get a lot of things wrong. First of all, management, Tivoli play with 3 at the back all the time. So they didn't have to make that adjustment. So there was always 3 at the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have 3 at the back. The guy who came up was a midfielder, so they had 3 in the middle, and they kept done on the 2 wide players. So what on it don't need to adjust anything.
Oh, you mean
Tivoli? No.
Go ahead, Mr. Speed. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that Tivoli played with 3 at the back, so they didn't need to adjust anything. What they did, they bring on Vishal Harris, who is one of the most dangerous football players in Jamaica, even if he's big and fat. Him is one of them, him have an eye for danger. You say every time Vishal Harris touch the ball, he create danger. It's like I'm Emo. So once he brought out Vishal Harris and protect him with 2 defensive midfielders behind him, remember the first goal, is a free kick. Vishal take the keeper parry it, and then the guy that Shepherd give her a penalty, So there was a little bit of luck to it in a Tivoli. Old Tivoli came back, right? And then they scored it. I'm not asking you. That's what happened. Is a penalty was the first goal.
I said true.
Right. Oh, right. So there was a little luck in there. But really, what happened? Then the second goal, a Vishal Harris true pass because the Arnett Garden defense was just standing and wondering, So the truth is that, and then Jerome put on a lot of pace on both sides. So there were really good changes that he made. The guy that came on scored twice, but again, you're still correct. I thought that Arnett Garden could have, without 1 extra, they didn't do anything. They should have changed how they play and put pressure. Because if they had put up another, if they had 3, they could have just left the wingers them wide and high enough to stay there and have forced Tivoli Gardens to do something.
Simple.
Or adjust them pat them middle more and account for Vishal Harris. Vishal Harris came on in my game, and I tell my players them say that player named Vishal Harris, don't take him for a chicken. The more him get fit, him going to be a dangerous player. But he is a player that can use 1 pass and decide again if you allow him. And you can't allow him to play. And that's what the mistake I think they made.
Every day.
Yeah, as a Simon saying that that day in 2019, it was goalkeeper Mikhail Harrison who was sent off when Cavaliers won 3-0. Messi, Marshall, and Hamilton scored for Cavaliers against Arnett.
9, 10, and 11. But we did beat them 3-0 again before that, the season, during the regular season. We beat them when Nicky Daly scored Bongo, and somebody else and I think Hamilton. So
But
it was 2-3-0 in that same season.
2019 wasn't the abrupt ending of the season.
Oh, that's 20.
Oh, 20. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Simon. Let's get to this week's fixture. The first one we have up is Dunbeholden at home versus Treasure Beach, a game they need to win. Don't know if Treasure Beach has a new coach. I know that
Yes, there's a new coach.
yeah, who is the new coach down there?
Let them announce it.
Peso, who is the new coach? Because Peso know already. No, me don't need no announcement from Treasure Beach. Peso, tell me who is the new coach. Me announce it. Peso know what the new coach.
Peso don't know.
All right, I bet you.
All right.
Peso, who is the new coach? Me announce it.
Hold on. They should have given that new coach the opportunity to play the 6-pointer though. That's what they should have done.
No, but based on what Rambo saying that they were coming there hoping to win the game.
Hope. How much game they played before?
Yeah, 17. Before that game, 16.
Yeah, Mr. Speed keeps speaking about the new coach syndrome at Mullines. It is really no better game to play than your regulation counterpart. Give him the best game for him to play.
Well, Lima, a new coach.
Oh,
every week, Lima have a new coach. Every week, Lima have a new coach.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey,
I don't know who's going to be the coach this week, but it's true.
Isn't Gilchrist the coach? Gilchrist was the person who was there. Gilchrist from out of Montego Bay. Along with Mr. Clark. But Dunbeholden versus Treasure Beach. New coach syndrome with Treasure Beach. What is your score prediction now, Mr. Christie?
Dunbeholden going to send them in the skin down there, man. That's your space to go in.
Yeah?
That energy that they bring at that place, they're going to pin them down there.
So the new coach syndrome, this new coach syndrome.
They should have given them an opportunity last week. Give them some confidence this week, and then they play a different game.
Hey, me understand, sometimes you talk about the impact of a new coach. When they go play Dunbeholden now, all of a sudden you throw that through the window.
No, that's not the case. I'm saying
the
perfect opportunity to give a new coach is when they play in the 6-pointer.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, you must leave Jackson with a draw. That's the worst case scenario. You cannot allow that Lima to get 6 points a year. It don't work like that.
All right. Mr. Speed, Dunbeholden versus Treasure Beach.
Look here, it's now or never for Dunbeholden. If Dunbeholden don't take this one, they're gonna struggle all the way to try and hold on that 6th or 5th position. So, and to be honest, Dunbeholden has been playing without a lot of luck. If you notice, their goal difference is -5 or something like that. They are going to excel, I think. So I have to go with them.
All right, so Dunbeholden. All right. Richard Green asking about the knockout competition. I don't think there's a sponsor for the knockout this year from my sources, Richard Green. Right. So I'm almost certain that there's going to be no knockout this time around. Right. I think last year it was sponsored by Lynx. All right, then I think this is going to be a big game, Mobile United versus Arnett Gardens at Westport Park. Mobile United coming off a 2-0 victory. Arnett coming after defeat versus Tivoli Monday night. Mr. Speed, you go first on this one. What is yours?
You see why I said to you that I only believe that the top 3 team is too far ahead to be overtaken, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be, and Mobile is to Mobile, as I said before, is probably one of the best organized team right now and playing like they are inspired. And Arnett Garden doesn't play well away from home, and I think Mobile might have enough to pick this one.
All right, 3:30 game. Mr. Christie, what say you?
They don't play well in the sun either. So all indication pointing at Mobile for this one.
Yeah.
And guess what? And all the field, the pitch is set at Mobile. And the system of playing they will struggle with their system of playing done by Wyscout. They would be luckier if they got a cash to the that would give them more space. But Mobile likes to play on that small pitch, compact. Their game and suit that pitch very well. So logic tell me I have to go with Mobile for this one.
Yeah, I think the fans are now turning out for Mobile because, like what Simon said, that when they played,
they have been turning out.
Yeah,
they have been turning out.
So I expect a bumper crowd down there. Like Simon said, when they played Waterhouse at Catherine Hall, you know, they were 2-0 down, and the fans really dragged them back into the game. So I think this is a problem game for Arnett Gardens. I know that Gerald Neal even came off of that field injured as well. Don't know how he is. But yeah, I think they're going to have some issues in this game. All right. Then we have this is a very important game because this is now Humble Lion who needs to get their move on hosting Tivoli Gardens. Now, these are two teams that always score goals, you know. Humble Lion, no matter how bad they look, they're scoring goals, investing in more young players and stuff. Tivoli Gardens, you know, they were without Barrington Price. He should come back into the team. Mr. Christie, how you see this one going? Effortville Community Center, the game is being played.
I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
1-1. All right, Mr. Speed, what say you? Not hearing Mr. Speed again. Mr. Speed, if you probably have to sign out and sign back in. We're not hearing you. You know that I feel like Humble Lion could edge Tivoli at Effortville.
I think Tivoli will score first and Humble Lion will go back and get one late, and it will be a team 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I feel like our leaning that Humble Lion is going to win this one 2-1. I think Tivoli has the better team in the better form, but I think Humble Lion has done so poorly since Andrew Price has left that they are due a win under these new coaches that they have. And I think this is the game because they're at home. I feel like this is a game. Yeah. But this game is not going to turn. No, Fresh God, I don't believe that it's going to be a 1-0 game. Not with these teams. Not with these teams. No 1-0 game right here. All right, we don't know. Mr. Speed, if you're listening, you can just sign out and sign back in. All right. Then we have Cavaliers versus Limal.
Where that game we played?
Anthony Spalding, away game for Limal. 3:30.
On Sunday.
Yeah, versus Cavaliers.
That pitch will give Lima Cavalier too much space. Want to say a draw, but Cavalier will have too much space on that pitch. That pitch suits Cavalier style of play. Yeah?
Yeah.
That pitch suits Cavalier style of play.
Yeah.
Lima will be giving up too much space. So I am not seeing how they'll be able to contain a Cavalier team with so much space at the Anthony. It's a good pitch, a lot of space, suits Cavalier very well.
Yeah. Mr. Speed, you hearing us?
Yeah, you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. Yeah. Humble Lion, Tivoli, and Cavaliers Limal.
No, definitely may I go with Tivoli Garden. The GOAT of the Premier League, Jerome Waite, will
So
not
if
be
Jerome Waite are the GOAT, then you are the what?
Me say my GOAT of the Premier League.
So you are the what of the Premier League?
Me no know. He might the GOAT of the Premier League. He might so far.
Me hear that already. Me asking you are what?
He's a coach. He's a coach in the Premier League. He's a goat. So
Yeah, but hold on, no, hold on, let me say, hold on, don't underestimate Mr. Waite's record doing it. Record speaks for itself. You're as good as your record says you are.
Okay. All right. So you're going Tivoli Gardens to beat Humble Lion. Oh, we lose Mr. Speed again.
Oh.
Mr. Speed, man, you have sort out the phone, man. We can't manage them on the big show. We can't have them issues here, you know.
He's the back sharply, man.
Yeah. All right. So Cavaliers.
I just tell you that Tivoli will win, though, you know.
Yeah, man.
I just tell you that Tivoli will win.
Then you have Mullines United versus Portmore United. That's the second game of the doubleheader at the Tony Spalding or the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Mullines versus Portmore.
All right. I can tell you.
Yeah.
If Mullines shows up with that grittiness that they did on Sunday, they'll get a result.
You know,
I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think this is a draw game, you know, because Mullines is going to score. I can tell you that.
And I tell you this, if Mullines score, they might very well learn from what happened at Jack's last week. And it will be difficult for Portmore to get back in the game if Mullines score first. But I'm definitely going for a result. In the favor of Mullines this one.
Yeah. All right. So Mr. Speed is back. Mr. Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Here now. All right. So here we go. So you're picking Tivoli over Humble Lion. Cavaliers, Lima, Tony Spalding, 3:30. It look like me have to just go call Mr. Speed and cut off this.
Definitely Cavalier.
Okay. Oh, you want me to call you straight and we just run the call?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do because there seem to be some issues with it. So we can just run through the rest of these fixtures. Let's see if we can. And if you get some Starlink internet in a Mr. Speed. Elon Musk saying we are dealing.
Hello?
Yeah, man. All right. So, Mr. Speed, yeah, we have both you and Mr. Christie. Yeah, man. That's cool. That's better. Yeah. So, you're definitely Cavaliers.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Christie says the same thing. Too much space. Mullines Portmore, what is your prediction, Mr. Speed? Mr. Christie said that he believes it's going to be a drawn game.
That's what he would like. But and why he would like that is for the simple reason that it take a little bit of shame out of his eyes if that can happen.
Because he drew with Mullines.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's gonna say Mullines is drawing with some big teams.
Okay, I see. So to justify his drawn result, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
No, but how did your first game go with Mullines?
Was 3-0.
Okay. I think it will be a different Mullines when you meet them again.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But what I think going to happen is that Mullines is going to get carried away and believe that they can take down Portmore. Portmore have one of the best defense in the league. Hard to score. They have one of the best goalkeeper in the league.
You can say they have it when your defensive record is better and Mount Pleasant defensive record is better than Portmore.
No, it's not. Portmore is the second best defensive record.
How many goals Portmore concede?
One less than Mount Pleasant or two less. I'm sure
just one less. Oh, one less.
Yeah, there still is the second best defensive record.
Okay.
And they do have Rudolph Austin. Rudolph Austin is like two players. So if they get back Walsh,
And a coach as well.
yeah, if they get back Walsh, then dangerous. And I have what I've seen of them, they have always found a way to win or draw. They have gone 10 matches like us now and beat. So I am not writing them off. I'll never pick any other team over them.
Okay, all right. So there you go. So Portmore over Mullines. I have that game as a drawn result. I don't think Mullines. Listen, that got M10. You know him very well. I think when it comes on to Jamaicans who do video analysis and breakdown and those statistical things and stuff, he's the best in Jamaica. I am telling you that I have seen, and I think that is what they use in the game again. They study tapes. I remember previously when he used to do his shows on the JPL and we used to do that. He used to break down. A man who has worked with Mount Pleasant briefly, you know. He used to break down games from Mount Pleasant, break down games from many teams. And I'm telling you that I think that is adding to some of the results you see from Mullines. So I'm going to think yeah.
I don't doubt you, but I'm just saying the only why we are leading and Portmore is not where we are. They are the last team that beat us. They have gone 10 games unbeaten. They have won 7 and draw 3, while we won 8 and draw 2. That is the only reason why they are probably third and not first, because of that one result. So I'm gonna tell you that Portmore is not an easy team, and we're underestimating them. And I believe that Mullines, because of a little bit of how happy they are against Mount Pleasant, they're gonna be just a little bit careless, and that's all Portmore need. Alex Marshall is here too, back in the fray. I give them the edge.
All right. We will see. And then the Monday night fixtures, we'll see Veer hosting Waterhouse, right? And Harborview versus Mount Pleasant. Veer in a spot of buzzer. One of the up and down team, Kemar Beckford is still there. I think they have added DeAndre Thomas. And they have added also Odin Murray, I believe, formerly of Mount Pleasant out there on loan. And I understand that, is it Kevin Graham? No, I think he's at Dunbeholden. So they have added some players in this market, added some young players as well. Go up against Waterhouse, who just lost to Cavaliers.
They added the player that was at, I can't remember his name. He was at Mullines, went to Harnet, went overseas. He's back at Beer now.
Sarn Simpson?
Edwin Allen. No, the Edwin Allen kid.
Oh, Harris?
Yes, Harris is
Jaime Harris?
Yes, I think he's back at Beer as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, interesting to see how that will go. But Waterhouse, I don't know, man. Something is missing at Waterhouse. Don't know what it is. But let me hear from you guys, the experts. Christy, how you see this one going? Know that you used to be at Waterhouse. So, a team close to your heart. But one of your players is now transferred there on loan.
To Beer?
Yes. Maury?
Mm-hmm. This one's going to be a team draw. Team draw. No goals coming from this one.
Yeah.
Waterhouse trying to figure it out. Beer trying to figure it out. Don't think that they have done it to us yet. I think the farm continues.
All right. Mr. Speed.
Well, Waterhouse is an enigma. It's true, because when I look at their players man for man, their attacking players, they have them plenty and they have them quality, and people are tried and proven in the Premier League. I'm a little bit shocked. And they're doing better at the scoring line. When you look at their defense, though, I think the defense is a little bit suspect. I know one of the mainstay in defense, Keith Sims, had to come off in our game. With probably about 15 minutes leave. In addition, his campaign, he's running as a councillor in Ireland. The election time.
Is that a life is conflicting?
I don't know if he's fully focused on being a professional football player at this particular time because I know that he's running as a counsellor, and I wish him luck. I have to support him in whatever he tries to do.
He's actually running as a counsellor.
Yeah.
He is, yeah.
Okay.
So why you think I would say this now? Come on, why
He's
would I
running
say
for Bull
this?
division. It is a fact, yeah.
Yeah. Me just be not joking. We just want to make sure.
Come on.
No, because
I am sure sports.
No, it is interesting that a man play
It's
football.
that on the show, it's that sure. You said it to him.
Yeah, you know.
I'm not saying it if we're not sure. If we're not sure, I'm not saying it.
We just want to make it. I want to make sure I confirm it that the man can take in running political office and things. So that's interesting. Wow. But and they also one of those players who left, the defender guy, Malik. Forgot his last name, but Malik, I think he went away with the Pembroke.
Malik is not at Waterhouse again. I don't remember where he is now.
No, that defender, I think he went to some Pembroke Elite overseas business, Malik Cockins.
I don't think he's there. I think they have Elvis, but I don't think Malik is still there. So
yeah, man, I'm telling you that he's not at Waters because he's overseas and some trial thing with the Malik Cockins is his name.
Okay.
Or maybe
I think though that defensively they have a little problem. Regardless, they have conceded like about 18 more than one goal per game, which is unlike Waterhouse. I think that is really the biggest problem that they have. Now, when you match up Alvear against them, who is not bad in scoring, will get the goals eventually. It's going to be an interesting game. I just believe that it won't be a 0-0. I think it will be more of a 1-1. All
right. And the final game, we hope we can get the same sort of excitement that we got from Relegated Gardens versus Tivoli on Monday night when Harbourview takes on Mount Pleasant. Mr. Christie, take it away.
2-0 Mount Pleasant.
2-0.
Mount Pleasant. They will bounce back. And replicate the last performance that they had against Harbourview.
Yeah, but you have many injured players, man. You're out. I think Jamai Topi, Demario Phillips.
We have good doctors doing it. We have good doctors doing it.
Fitzroy Cummins, Ramon Howell. That's 4 starters you're out,
No, not because somebody couldn't go train on Wednesday, meaning they're not playing on Monday. Come on, man.
Yeah,
nothing about
we have good doctors. No. We have good doctors, good physio.
Mr. Christie, don't make Mr. Speed drag it on the Mr. Christie, don't make Mr. Speed.
Psychologist.
All I'm saying to you, no, Mr. Christie, you are Mr. Speed.
But he's right though, because someone that was injured on Monday, does that mean that he'll be continued injured on Thursday or the following Monday? He's actually correct.
No, it's not Monday. Listen to what the man just said, He said, not because a man was not available on Wednesday.
That's not what he said. He did not say that. He said that because a man was injured on Wednesday does that mean that he'll be injured on Monday.
So you know what?
And he's correct.
You know what he's talking about on Wednesday?
No, I don't know, and I don't really care. What I do know is that the players that you are talking about, they were injured on Wednesday, but they are in rehabilitation now, and we are trusting the judgment of our medical staff, and I think they might be okay for Monday.
So all I am saying is that Mr. Speed is insinuating that
I did not hear anything as such. I cannot go on that line.
No, I'm not telling you to go on the line, but like I said, I am the host. And as the host, Mr. Speed is insinuating, suggesting, casting aspersion that players who were injured on Wednesday for the national call-up on Thursday.
No, I did not say any such thing.
No, I am. That's why I said.
I have to be responsible. I can't say that no point. I think he was speaking hypothetically, though.
Yes,
I might be wrong.
Don't make me screw you. Don't make me screw you. Don't let me say no lie.
All right. So why did you bring
he was speaking hypothetically.
Okay.
Yes,
so
that's what I got from
He was speaking hypothetically that the players who were injured on Wednesday can be available on Monday. Okay, true.
All right, guess what?
No,
Demario Phillips was injured on Wednesday, along with Ramon Howell. in Portmore game, and they were available for the Sunday fixture.
Of course.
Okay.
I've seen these things before. It wouldn't be another minute.
Okay. I do understand because there are other players sometimes who are missing for certain things but avail. Yeah, I know because recovery is like that.
But I don't want to hear anything from Mount Pleasant about 4 players missing. We were missing 9 players. I would say Montego Bay.
No, Mr. Speed. You will never hear that from me ever. This is why whatever level go out there is Mount Pleasant Football Academy. Full stop. I'm not giving any stories or any excuse.
Thank you, because the host want to go down that line, and I don't want.
No, I will not allow him to go down that line, Mr. Speed. Any level go out to represent Mount Pleasant, they should do so with pride and distinction. Yeah. And that is all we ask from them.
So on that note, Mr. Christie, what is your prediction? Mount Pleasant versus Harborview?
I'm going to get the prediction already.
Oh, 2-0. Okay.
Yeah, man, they'll be bouncing back from this result at Mullines, man. They will do 100% be bouncing back from this result.
Okay. Mr. Speed, your score prediction?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Harborview play, and if you look at them throughout the season, they concede more than a goal per game. So I know Mount Pleasant is going to score on them. It's just going to happen. But Harborview is one of those teams that can find a goal too. So I'm going to say 2-1. And I think Harborview have the second best record against Mount Pleasant. Second only to one Cavalier Football Club. So the head-to-head record. So I'm going to say it's going to be closer than 2-1. But I still give Mount Pleasant there.
Just to let you know that Anyway, that Sports with the Harborview fan said that he's screen recording everything that Mr. Christie is saying to play to the Harborview players as motivation.
Yes. He should.
Listen, he should record it, but that won't help him enough. That won't help him.
All right.
I want you to put Jay anywhere on the spot and ask him what is happening in Harborview. Don't make it him love to ask people questions.
Yeah, and I never want to come on. Jay anywhere, what is going on at Harborview?
Yeah.
So somebody's asking, is it Cavaliers Football Club or Cavaliers Soccer Club?
Soccer Club.
The club is Cavalier Soccer Club Limited. That's a registered company, but we play under Cavalier FA. Football. FC. Cavalier FC.
Oh, but the registration is Cavalier Soccer Club Limited.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, we're going to talk about this. Is the new app, the new stat app that has been or will be introduced or is introduced or available to the teams. Can you tell us Wyscout? Can you tell us about it?
Yeah. So let me just go back a little bit. Just to refresh memories, because I've said this before. Jamaica is ranked 170 sometime last year as a top 178th of top leagues in the world. 170. Remember, there are 200 countries there, but there's some, that the English Premier League will be above us, plus the Championship, plus the League One. There will still be. So some countries have more than one league, or 3 league, 4 league that is ranked above us. That is why we are so low. If you look at Macedonia League, they rank like 85, and like Iceland rank like 80 something. Right? That's roughly where they are. I can't be, certain. Now, when you look at the quality of the play, it's not that those leagues are much better than us, or even better than us. Because some of our top players could easily play those leagues. Right. But what they do have is data. Their matches are televised, and they have data, and they use some of those things to judge how good a league you have. And that is really one of the reasons why we must got the data. So Wyscout is our universal platform. It's subscription driven, but most top scouts and coaches will have access to it. And what it does is actually keep data on every single player once the match is televised and it is recorded by that organization. So if you type in left back who crossed the ball 10 times a match, it can give you a match. So you can know. So if you're going to be buying players, doing certain things, you'll be able to identify the players them all over the world by using this platform. The other thing, what that makes it so important to have it, is that it don't make sense Jamaican players. Well, it makes sense, but if a Jamaican player have a playing score of 9.99, of course that's almost impossible because we're not on any platform. Nobody gonna know. So you're just like playing in the dark. So even if you're better than another player overseas, they'll always pick the other player because your scores or your performances are not being recorded. So those are some of the reasons why it actually is a must in the modern world for you to have Wyscout.
Okay, and so it is actually not being used yet.
No.
Okay.
We used to use Instat a couple of years ago. I say we didn't use anything. I think Instat sold out to Wyscout anyway. And the
right, because that is it. Yeah, Instat is actually sold out to Wyscout.
Yeah. So we went back into the dark after a couple of years ago. It's really something that would
Okay. And that will be available to all clubs. So now you said something important is that the games that are recorded. So does that mean that all games will be, because it is one of the issues I have, and I keep on saying we have to find a way where all the games, there is a recording of all the games. Somehow, some way we have to have that because it is part of what you're going to use to create that. The accuracy of the stats is dependent on the recording of the game. Even if you have to get some video cameras to record them and upload them where all the teams can have access to them. Even
there's only 4 games is recorded now, but Wyscout is more than because there's no
most of them games are recorded though, you know.
Yeah.
They're not broadcast, but they're recorded. They're not streamed, but they're recorded.
Mount Pleasant games are recorded?
Every single one of them. Check the Mount Pleasant YouTube channel, you will see all games by Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So in this case,
in this case, you won't have it because it's a live game.
We will have it as well.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Mount Pleasant individually record all their games.
Cavaliers do the same thing, Mr. Speed?
No, we are the poorest team in the Premier League now. We don't have the
You hear that, Mr. Christie? But they were the poorest team in the league.
Yeah, man. No,
the team that went to the final of the Caribbean Cup and is going into the knockout stage. That have a monetary connotation to it, you know, Mr. Webb.
Yeah, but just to qualify, he has gotten a lot of money from that, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Since the team that went to the Caribbean Cup and is entering into the, so I'm just qualifying that is totally 100% inaccurate.
Anyway, if you notice, I'm trying to get into the next one. You can still talk about the old one. That's my
Osborne.
All right, so Mr.
Speed. I was saying again, one of the problems that we have now without Wyscout, without a thing like this, is that the valuation of player is almost impossible for you to kind of have an idea of what your player value. That is why when you try to send your player overseas, people are saying they don't have no money. They take them on loan first and then look. For these teams that are on Wyscout and modern and have up-to-date stats and information on the players, videos, everything, it is so much easier for somebody to kind of value a player. So even if somebody hear about a player and they can score 20 goals, they can look at them to really see how good they really are, if the defending was awful or the players were really good. And so this will now affect the valuation of players going into the future because people will have an idea of how to match up these players as against another player who already have a value. So there's just few upsides to it, no downside.
Okay, so that will now force the clubs to record their games because without the recording of the games, I don't think this is going to work. So there still has to be a recording of the game. So Cavaliers are going to have to find a way to record their games.
I still work with 4 games, you know. It's just that when you're not on TV, your record not there. We still kind of work with 4 games, but not the best. It's not. You want it to be better. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Hey, Dan Gargan is saying.
Let me use the platform to invite the people to go ahead and look at the Mount Pleasant YouTube channel.
Definitely.
For all the games that the fans would have missed. They are all the games, including the last 2 or 3 games that was played.
They're all on the
Mount
Mount
Pleasant
Pleasant
and
YouTube
bowling.
platform. Yeah. Do
And
you
so
put up the tier 2 games as well, or just the Premier League games?
Work in progress. Just the Premier League.
Mount Pleasant have tier 2 team.
Brownstone,
No.
Brownstone, not Mount Pleasant. Brownstone.
No, thank you, Mr. Christie. To tell me that you put up the games. Sometimes I'm trying to find a game that I can't
Oh,
find.
you want to watch Mount Pleasant game? Scout them.
No, man. Well, let me tell you something. He knows that he's in a fortunate position, you know. So to remain there, he has to look at. You realize on this very said show on Friday, I told him to go and watch the game, come and watch the game, and because of the logistical impossibility, I implored for him to send a scout, and he told you on this very show that he watched both the game and the highlights. He'll be watching the game. Believe me, I tell you, he'll be watching.
I didn't watch all the game. I watched the highlight and some of it.
Yeah, you watch 89 minutes and minutes run from 9 until 98. But you know you watch most of the game.
Mr. Speedy Man, they must say that by right, Cavaliers should be one of the richest clubs in the league in terms of wealth and history. You see, Cavaliers bring Pele come Jamaica. Where Cavaliers are top about.
Or bring Chelsea too.
Here they know. And I just heard some bragging and boasting about the most players in the last 10 years or so. Cavaliers are center with the most players out of Jamaica.
Yes, we now Wyscout, so I'm gonna get the money.
You don't get no money? All of those players you have sent away? What
No, I'm saying I get enough money. Not no money. Enough money.
I'm gonna get the
enough
money
money.
we're supposed to get.
The valued money. He has a point where that is concerned though.
Okay. All right, but I know that Unseen can record the games, man. And isn't Unseen part of the Cavaliers? Because I think that would really propel the Cavaliers because
Unseen is by Limal, man. Stop about it. Unseen is
Limal. No, then you know who not just tell me every week Limal change coach and Gilchrist is the coach now.
Unseen assistant coach. They're not change the assistant.
All right, so Mr. Christie, what the other clubs doing to support Cavaliers against
Cavaliers are Jamaican club, you know.
the MLS.
We give them 100%.
Okay.
Cavaliers is a Jamaican club, so at this point in this competition that Mount Pleasant is not actively participating in that this time, we will give the Cavalier 100% support in whatever shape or form we can.
Yeah, I think all the clubs.
They are representing Grand.
Yeah,
what I like to do is borrow the bus. I like to borrow the bus jet to fly go to Cincinnati. Can I get the jet?
There's only one person who can answer that question. I can't put it on the table or take it off the table.
No. All right. What I would say is that what would be good is that at least some tickets should be given away at the games. At all JPL games, tickets should be given away by Mount Pleasant and by Tivoli and by Arnett to fans to go and give some giveaways, promote the games at the games.
I'll do that. I'll do that at the next 2 rounds. I'll do that. Not this round though.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean not for the 22nd, the game on the 22nd? But I think
the 22nd, but I'll do the next round, not this round.
No, I think this is the round you need it, because you need to win this game in Jamaica,
No, man. When I say this round, I mean not this Premier League round, the next round of Premier League game.
Oh, but the next round, is it? That's the 19th. That is 3 days before the game. Yeah, that's what you mean.
That's
okay.
It. That's it. Yeah. We weren't prepared for this round, so next round.
Yeah, but I think even the clubs can get even if they have to buy the tickets and give it to the fans, have some stuff give away at the games.
Oh, man, I'll give the club some tickets for them to do it at halftime. I'll just give them some.
What do you think about that, Mr. Christie?
Cavaliers are Jamaican club. We are prepared to support them in whatever shape or form that we can.
All right.
They are representing Grand Jamaica.
Yeah, because what that means, if we are able to do well, it is possible that we can get more spots because it would have meant that a Jamaican club have the quality to play there. So we have to support whoever go up from Jamaica because that's important that people recognize the quality and want to have more Jamaican clubs playing that Champions League. So
Yeah,
everybody benefits.
I have to 100% agree
Yeah.
with Mr. Speed right there.
Yeah, let me talk to the rest of vloggers. Them think they have to push and promote and get some schools and them think they go to go watch the game. Schoolgirl football start. Let all of the schoolgirl team them go over there, go sit down and watch the game. You know, get the youths them in the club to go out and watch the game. You understand me? I think that is important. This is where we need to support local football and stop the isms and the schism, because if the team does well, it helps the JPL, it helps the league. So these are the things like I think the PFGL need to take on. The PFGL should be instrumental in promoting a game like this. Cincinnati is one of the biggest clubs in MLS right now in terms of their playing and their position, you know. And I don't think it is being sold right across Jamaica as a big thing. We're acting like this is a small thing. Cincinnati would be like your Arsenal in the Champions League, you know. That's where Cincinnati is when you look at what they have been able to do. Cincinnati 1 and 2 in the last couple of seasons of MLS. Is not a
they are actually the still champion, so they are the number one club in the the fourth season.
Number one seed. Yeah, they're the number one seed. Yeah.
Right. So they're that good. So yes, and I think they have a brand new stadium. It's a modern club.
Yeah, man. TQL.
They have a very good coach. Yeah, and I think that it's gonna be an exciting game.
Yeah, so I think a lot needs to be done. And maybe I don't know if it is Cavaliers, but I don't think I'm gonna give you an example, you know, Mr. Christie, and it's something that we need to market. I see the guy from AFTV, Robbie Light. He went to Ghana. The man went to Ghana, you know. It is the government ministers who come out. This is just a vlogger, you know. I mean, Marky is a big time vlogger, but they made such a big deal of it that now it like there's a time to tourism in Ghana. I think we have to like this team coming, Cincinnati coming. Tyrone Marshall is a part of that team. He coaches there. Alvas Powell plays there. Shavar Thomas plays there. You know, I don't find that people are really engaging them in that way to make this.
Shavar coach there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we are making this, but these people are coming to Jamaica. It's like it's just one ordinary thing like happen every day.
Story our life, you know, we're tribalistic and we don't support each other. And the truth is, it costs a lot of money just to put on one of those international games. Maybe 30,000 US, a lot of money. And the last time we had 2 people in the place, but you know, less than 300 person actually paid. The rest of people were in there for free. So that's the type of support we get. Still, I must say that the government help us a lot of the time, and I feel kind of try to give us a rate that we can live with. So we just have to keep going. I think what will happen for the country if we could have pulled off a win, it will help the country a lot. So as clubs, we just have to keep plugging away and hope and try our best against these people, and hope that the fans come later.
Yep. Yeah. The American fans are not big on supporting CONCACAF club. What say you, Mr. Christie, and all of this?
Well, the person that just said that has a point, but guess what? We are game changers, and see, we have committed to it, and it just does that make sense, because the further you go in CONCACAF, then and only then you are able to actually sustain what you're trying to do at the JPL, because it's like in the Champions League, that's where the money is. So as a country, if we really want to improve our product, we have to 100% support this product, because it's the easiest way for a club to move from one level to another. That's just the reality of it.
Yep. Yeah, and I think like I said, you're right, because when it comes to this point, everybody have to support everybody. You understand me? So we can build the brand.
Yeah. We want a Cavalier to do the very best that they can, and we try to tap that mountain that next season. Set a benchmark that we can reach and exceed it.
Right. So we look at at a lot of major league matches against Jamaican teams. And to be honest, they are not really blowouts, See, Moby, Abbeville got 2-1 from DC United. Moby lost a game like 3-1, and then they were leading 3-love, and DC came back 3. So, I mean, I
think it's the same DC with Waterhouse.
Yeah.
I think it's the same DC and Waterhouse. One year when Waterhouse should have won the game, but poor game management.
Yeah,
they would have been last losing that game.
I mean, I know there was last time Waterhouse went, they got a 5-0, but from a Canadian team, I think. So I know people.
I'm talking about when DC came out here to play Waterhouse in the stadium.
No, I'm just saying.
That was a game that Waterhouse should have won.
No, yeah, no, I'm just saying that in the past, the games are close. I know that the last game Waterhouse played against Canada, I think they drew the match here, and then they went to Canada and they got 5-0. Or I don't remember what that was, the last 1 there. So I'm just saying that a couple of times we get blown out, but a lot of times the games were close. And it means that soon and very soon, something is going to happen in our favor. Yeah, something going to happen in our favor. So we have to keep plugging away until it happens.
The people are trying to find out if Nicholas Hamilton is still injured, Mr. Speed.
Yeah, he's still injured. I don't think he'll take part in the game.
Okay, that's an experienced player you're missing, because there's no Ricochet Murray as well, as he has moved over to Arnett Gardens. So, yeah. All right.
And when we try to get some players from Mount Pleasant, Mr. Christie send them to Dundee and send them on a veer and all over the place.
Yeah, but didn't you get Chad James though? For according to say free. And Matthew Ellis free. And Wilberforce?
Chad, no, Wilberforce is my player.
No, man. Wilberforce be your player, and Wilberforce was at Mount Pleasant.
Wilberforce was never transferred from Cavalier.
So what was he doing at Mount Pleasant?
I don't know. He was never transferred. So,
all right, boss.
Chad came over injured, so I don't have Chad. So that is why Mount Pleasant sent him, I suppose, because they know that he was injured. Not yet.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that.
He has not trained yet, Mr. Christie, because he's injured.
Yeah, but it's not because he was injured, he was sent over.
No, not that. That's true. But he's injured. That's not true. But I mean, we still have some injuries, but I think we have enough people to do the job now. I think we have enough people.
Yeah.
You have to remember, though, Mr. Speed, some of these players have agents, and if a sporting director would want a particular player to go and load for a different system based on a system that I think will most beneficial for the club and the player. But the agent has a different idea. And so it's not just as clear cut as we think it is.
No. I know. I'm just really giving you some problems in the evening here. I know.
It says, man. Let's take this one and then we'll close out. I told the people I'd give them all, we have gone past it. People, come on. I can't believe so many of you have watched the video. We don't even have 50 likes on it. Great information about the local league. Then you all ask me why you're not talking about the JPL, because people now want to support the JPL show when you do them. You understand me? So show your support for the show. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. It's Super Friday still, so you can drop a super sticker, super chat. Man, how would it affect the club or stadium financially if all Premier League's team invited to the Cavalier Cincinnati game free? It costs for support. I think it is saying that if all the Premier League clubs, their rosters were invited to come to without paying to the game, how would it affect things?
All right, two things will happen. I don't expect the entire roster to go out. Maybe Mr. Speed will give 10 tickets to each club.
Yeah.
But guess what? That would force the other players, each club, to buy a couple.
Okay.
And they will give national support as well. So it should be a win-win if executed properly.
I must tell you though, that don't CONCACAF they add up all who pay and attend and all of those things. We actually have to pay 5% of whatever we make at the gate. Then that's a part of the regulation. They have never said it, but I don't think they'll probably frown on you just pulling up the stadium of 3 persons because it's one way for them to make revenue. So because when we wanted to do the thing with the 3 persons in the grandstand in the bleachers, they wouldn't allow it. They thought that it would be a security.
That was Jamaica versus Canada.
No, Jamaica versus
Man, Canada.
Were playing against Robin. No man, when we were playing against Robin. Yeah, and also against Canada. So we take things for granted, but on the international level, that's not always, they don't think like that any at all.
All right. Yeah, so people, that is it. And saying, hey, Mr. Speed, Mr. Christie, listen, I want to thank both of you for coming on, You understand me? Appreciate it. And saying, yeah, man. All right, Mr. Christie. Yeah, man. Bless him.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So that was Mr. Speed also, right? And Mr. Paul Christie from Mount Pleasant. All right. Bless up to Owen just joining and all the people. All right. Let's see Fresh God, because can't believe it. 37 likes. All right. Let's get 30 more likes on it. Get it up to 50 likes. All right. Super Friday. You. You know, say, hold on there. You, I'm talking to you. You have not given a super sticker or a super chat. Do the thing. Sure, I got done. All right. So last night we did that nice stream talking about the NFL, the U20 squad. Today, big discussion. Don't miss that show. Go back, watch the replay. Some very important information shared. Mr. Chung, Dennis Chung was on, Simon was on, Cranky was on, CC was on. All right, this is the JPL show because we want to pay homage to local football as we believe in the transformation of local football. We believe in its betterment, its improvement. You understand me? So yeah, we had to do it. You understand? Yeah. Oh, you mean Owen? Yeah, man, appreciate that. You understand me? Some persons are saying that we need to do a watch along to the Super Bowl, but we have a Garul Hamilton that we need to interview. We have Ray Graham. We need to interview. We have a few persons, but people them now move right. The people them now move right. Listen, we have to increase the subscription, and the people them beat me every day. Every day the people them beat me say man is man. You know if you do some mix up thing because you don't have enough subscribers and you need more subscribers. No, we can't deal with the mix up thing. We can't really say. No, we can't manage that. You understand? We keep the thing legit, be respectful, be informative, be credible. All right. You want the JPL boss on? Not an easy one to that. It's my time to say. No, man. Well, we're going to Fresh God. We talk to Mr. Hill. I had Mr. Christie on today. I had Mr. Speed on. When the games are finished and we do the show on Tuesday, then I can have Mr. Hill on. You have to split up the thing, Oh, you missed it, Joe. Them in send the link, man, last night, man. Big Super Bowl show. Nice. Yeah. All right. Pesa, here's the thing, You see, that is your opinion, All right? And man, we can't argue your opinion, because you see me go take on your opinion, because manage well when time your opinion get. Mr. Speed did say that the players will we will see the players when the next female window. I think he actually said that, that some of those players you don't see, they will. Mr. Chung said that a lot of the college kids who were in the team are the college kids. He said that they were not available because they had school arrangements. And so it would be good to hear from some of them. That's it. You understand me? But I think at the end of the day, they have a window, they're playing a game, So that is good. I know some person are saying that I just got a text from a person, a message on the earlier show today. Let me just see if I can read it. Where is it? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. What shall I where there? All right, I don't see it. But the person was basically saying that, hey people, what I want, right? How many of you'd love to see management interview like a person like Roy Simpson? Have a nice sit-down conversation with the general manager at the Jamaica Football Federation, Mr. Roy Simpson. How many persons like to see that? Listen, honestly, you see, if we get like, no, me not go there. But if we say if we get $50, if we not just drop some super sticker, we get him on. But what do you think, people? Would you like to hear from Mr. Roy Simpson to understand how CONCACAF work, how the money? Yeah? What do you think, people? I promise me, son, I've go watch the one day, Because them one day exclusive, them not really. But it would be very interesting to have him on, to kind of pick his brain, Mr. Roy Simpson. Yeah. Go try to see if we can get in touch with him. You understand me? Yeah. Yes, sir. Bring on my crickets and Ryan, then Chung and Ryan. You might get. That will never happen. that one toughy Rudy, not gonna happen. That's a man's band. You maybe Ryan can bring on Mr. Chung over at Ryan LFC. And Ryan can bring on Mr. Chung over there and then work out whatever work out. But right here, I am not going there. You understand me? Yeah. Not management. That is not my style. People must realize by now, Management he by quarrel and cuss and make nice and carry and mix up. Not me. Understand me? Not me. But it is needed. And it is necessary, but just not here. You understand me? I look at quarrel and cussing and carrying on is necessary, but not necessary here. All things are expedient, but not all things are necessary. Understand me? So, while I appreciate the idea of Tuffy Rudy, Mr. Porter, where you got? Mr. Porter, me tell you say, Mr. Porter, big up yourself. You understand me? Big up yourself. Yeah. A long time I don't see I tell the people them about no, this your ball and that the ball. I love that. I love the operation. More time you have to move undercover. Understand me, Mr. Porter, and keep the thing down on a level. Yes, it. Me? No, man. Here's what I'm saying. I am saying that they can all talk. But not here. I think they should all talk. But not here. Me take me time. Me all right with me 10 likes. Me all right with me 2 subscription. Me all right with me few members. Me all right with me 30 odd views. Me all right. I will grow slowly, surely, and steadily the right way. All right? That is it. That's the man's man way. That's it. Owen, me just tell me supporter say a long time they hear him say anything. And look where you're going to ask. Bless up Sherman Scott, people. It's when it come on to making jerseys and training jerseys and netball jerseys and football. Hey, we have some talented people in Sherman Scott. Them man, they have the whole Jamaica lock. When you look at people who make gears and equipments, see them man? Sherman Scott. May I if you talking to Sherman Scott? Yeah, that's that me. But yeah, man. No. Mr. Porter, you can't have your original name come out and a person, Mr. Porter, you see, if you're operating incognito, you can't tell people say you operate incognito, Mr. Porter. That would mean that you're not operating incognito. So I don't understand. If you're operating like you don't incognito, Mr. Porter, you can't use your name. You have to change it to DP. And then you don't say nothing. You pretend like you operating the third person. You can't come out on the platform with your original name, Devon Porter, and then say you're operating incognito. You just blow. You just, you just blow. You just blow up your cover, Mr. Porter. Easy, no, man. No bother with that, man. Sure, man. Yeah. I miss the real housewife of JFM. We need drama. No, man. Drama is good, but that me not like the drama thing. Me feel bad, bro. I feel bad. I feel bad when we have contentious conversation because I'm not that kind of a person. You understand me? Not supposed to. We must stay true and credible, man, and be as balanced as we can. Sometimes it's very difficult, but we must be as balanced as we can. Because we control a lot of things, We control people's emotions on them platform here. And sometimes we don't realize that we use the bucket of gasoline when we get to the fires that are burning in people's heart and minds. We don't use the water. I think I am here to use the water, not to pour more gasoline on the already blazing flames of hostility and animosity, but to bring a level of peace. While those things are important and agitation many times, lead to changes. Yeah, sometimes a little bit of water cools down certain things. And so we can have more sane and respectful conversation. So that is my pathway. I will be going against my nature to operate a particular way. Listen, there are many people that I know I could reach out to, at least a few, that would make things blow up. Like all people like all footer hype. Are you to me know? From half of the piece and thing. Cassava piece that is. Like me could have reach out and call him and thing. Couple of artists and thing. Could have called and say, yo, come on, come give me some strength and this thing and give me some strength and that thing and give me some strength. But it must never be about those things. You have to be true to yourself. I want to tell people that 50 years from now, when my grandkids them go up, they should be able to go on my channel and don't feel, oh my God, I saw granddad or, used to be here. Oh, geez, no. It shouldn't be. You understand me? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Understand me? No, man, then me and Footer, we kind of, older than them still, but the same place. We come from a circle, a whole heap of artists, we come from a circle where Movado, Footer Hype, Shino, Turbulence, even Kado, them younger Bobby Crackers. That is the same person used to be Leon. You know that the Leon Bailey, the original coach for Leon Bailey, Bobby Crackers. You know him? People have heard about him. His son is the artist, who do when I say something go on, Yeah. In fact, it's actually my cousin that is the engineer or the producer on that. You see? No, but here's my thing, Tuffy Rudy. Me try, like, even with this now, I try to avoid. I try to, because sometimes as I operate, maybe when I'm not, but it's when you operate as a team manager, you have to be very careful that you don't do things to make people believe like, oh, you're using your position to get these things done and feel like there's a conflict of interest. I think that we have a caller. I don't know if they're calling for the show. Let's see if they're calling for the show. Let's see if we can get this. All right, let's caller. You're gonna be live on here, So if you don't want to be live, you better jump off right away now. Hello? All right. Hold on. Let's see. Something is wrong right here. So we're going to take this call and then we're going to end the show. This is, one of the good ones. Because we have some real good people on the platform and really, 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 really good people. Like this is a good one. Always when it comes on to finding about female football, yeah, this caller is one of those who knows a lot of the female footballers that can play for Jamaica in colleges and high schools all over. Always sending in names. Mr. Layton, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Good afternoon. You're live on air. If you hear this song, yeah. That means you're live. There you go. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. I
have to give you a big introduction.
Intro music.
Big introduction, because you're a big caller, How you doing?
All right. I'm good. How are you?
A little tired, a little hungry, waiting to end the show so I can, go and get something to eat.
All right. I won't keep you long. I'm in the same boat. People won't stop calling me. Funny enough, for work. So I won't keep you too long. I will. Mr. Speed is he gone from the show?
Yeah. He yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I did want to ask about the U20 team, or more specifically, maybe a U23 team, because I feel like there's a particular class of player that we as Jamaican fans don't really get to see, right? We get to see the local team have camps and play friendlies. Like I think recently they played Guatemala. We get to see the A team, so to speak, playing in Nations League, etc. But I feel like we also miss out on a particular class of player like Zimenez in Belgium. We don't get to see Paris. We don't get to see Casanova, I think. Players like that, right? So I was just kind of wondering if there's, from Speed or someone who has the information, if there is some sort of initiative to kind of bridge that gap, because it seems like they're kind of in no man's land, so to speak,
Yeah, there's a lot of players who are not, they're not under 20. I agree with you. But they're probably 20, late,
right.
They're 19, going to be 20. They are 20 years old, 21 years old. They're not in the senior setup, but they're just right in that 22. Because they have players like even Duncan McKenzie. A lot of these other guys,
Right.
Campbell, who is away as well. So, I think that's a good thing. I think though that there are plans to call some under 23 in certain windows to play games. But a lot of these players are also in clubs that they may not be available. So what you'd have to do is probably when you have an international window is to arrange like an under 23 game.
Yeah. And like double up, have the senior team and have a 20.
Yeah, there you go. Like you have to do it like that because at the end of the day, it's about window. So if Jamaica could like say have a series, here's what I believe, right? So you know that a lot of the people who are in Jamaica, they come from West Africa and Ghana. I think it is something that we can realistically look at where we can have a series again where we like invite Ghana to come to Jamaica and have like a under 20 and under 23 play against them. And then we can go back to Ghana to play them. I think the Caribbean needs to find a way of setting up series with some of the African nations who are doing well. You understand me? I think like Nigeria is one of those nations that does well. They do well financially. And maybe we can find a way of partner with them to play a series again where they either come here or we go there or it works two-way.
Yeah, that would be a good idea because I think years and years ago there was I don't know if it was a competition, but it was the Unity something.
Unity Cup.
Yeah. Where Jamaica played Nigeria. And I don't know, the same way we get invited sometimes to play Copa America, maybe one year down the line, if we build the bridge, we can play African Cup.
Yeah, I just think like you could invite like a under 23 team from Ghana playing Jamaica, and then it's a collaboration. 3 nations. Okay, we will host them in Jamaica, and then they can move over wherever Caribbean Airways fly to. They can go there, play our next game. You understand me? So they at least get 3 games out of the series. Or you all meet in Jamaica, so you say, okay, Jamaica is here, let's invite Grenada because some of these slaves would have gone to Grenada as well. However it can be. I think like something like that can work as well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but I don't know. That's a good idea. But I'll also call back whenever.
Mr. Speed. So he will be here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
On Tuesday after the JPL games. Yeah, man. All right then, man. Blessings, man. Yeah.
All right. Go eat your lunch, your dinner. I won't hold you anymore.
I'm telling you, I don't even know what to call it right now.
All right.
All right, cool.
All right. Have a good rest of your day. We'll talk soon.
Bye-bye. All right, there you go. Hey, so people, Lulu have tickets for the game, you know. He has tickets for the final and the semi-final of the Nations League. Lulu. You always see him in here. And they are going at low prices. You buy them and them are resale them. If you'd like, 2 tickets. Listen, first, you can't use a ticket then to get a visa or a green card. So if you don't have a visa or a green card, do not buy the ticket them. Because it's not plain ticket. It is ticket to the game. So you have to already have a way of traveling to the game before you buy the ticket. All right? So bear that in mind. Yeah, man. All right, so people, listen. I want to big up all of you. Thank you so much. We have gotten the likes over 50. You understand me? 53. We appreciate that. All right. Thank you so much. Every single one of you. Get your sister, your brother, your cousin, your granny, your auntie, your uncle. Get them to subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. You understand me? I don't know if you're going to see me on Sunday because we have, like I said, we have a couple of deaths in the family and one of the funerals is on Sunday. So we're going to see how we can navigate all of those things. You understand me? Thanks to all of the prayers, all the support for all the people who sent a message of condolence. Appreciate that a whole lot. You understand me? Big up to every single one of you. Much love, much respect. If we don't meet again until Monday, listen, enjoy the weekend. If you're married, listen, spend some time with your wife and your kids. If you have a family, if you're single, spend some time. Get in the thinking room and begin to think for a change. You understand me? Think for a change. If you want to be different, think differently. I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. When it comes to this point of the show, you know how it goes. We say we are over and we are out of here.
Boom, check it out. I don't know it's Jason. I'm a represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe and share. Jason representing I Am Sure. I Am Sure Sports.